at these amazing views. Don't they look like they've been taken from a Middle East country? Well, that's not true. This is Sri Lanka. And yes, you may be wondering, what, Sri Lanka? I guess you wouldn't have known about the landscape of Sri Lanka. And that's what me and my members are going to talk about today. Let's begin with Tahira.
The subject of my talk for today is the physical landscape of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is an island which has a beautiful landscape consisting of rivers, waterfalls, mountains, beaches and other natural sources which make up its biodiversity. The physical landscape of Sri Lanka can be divided into five main categories, namely relief, drainage, climate, climatic zones and vegetation. Sri Lanka can be divided into three main zones on the basis of relief. 1. The coastal plain. This reaches up to 30 meters from the sea level in height and consists of salient features like marshes, bays, lagoons, points, etc. The next relief feature is the intermediate plain, which stretches from 30 meters to 300 meters in height and contains significant features like parallel mountains, residual hills, plains, floodplains, contour hedges, etc.
Central Hill. It lies above 300 meters on geographical map. Anyway, this region is circulated by four mountain ranges. Samanala Mountain Range, Namunukula Mountain Range, Pidurotalagal Mountain Range, Knuckles Mountain Range. This region is more complex as it has many geographical features. The most prominent feature is rivers, which gives fresh water for our daily use and gives the ecological balance. Anyway, we Sri Lankans are bestowed with 103 rivers which rises from central hills and run along to various parts of hills that run along to various parts of Sri Lanka. Rivers are of two types. 1. Permanent rivers. 2. Seasonal rivers. Permanent rivers have water throughout the year. Seasonal rivers flow only during rainy weather. As I told, we are blessed with many rivers and most prominent rivers are shown in this slide with its length and catchment area. Few other features also lie in central hills. Gaps or passes. A pass is a low area located between two mountains. Example, Haputale, Balana, Galagedara. 2. Waterfalls. A water body that falls over a rocky ledge. Examples, Dunhinda, Laksapana, Dialum. 3. Plateau. A plateau is an area of flat land at a high elevation. Example, Kandy Plateau, Hatton Plateau, Velimada Plateau.
Hey everyone, I am Nekhla and I would like to talk about the topic climate. Climate of a particular place is the general condition of the atmosphere which is determined by analyzing and concluding on weather for a long time. Moreover, we can define what weather is. Weather is a state of atmosphere that prevails within a short period of time at any place. I would also like to talk about several factors that influence the variation of temperature in Sri Lanka. Proximity to the Indian subcontinent, altitude, height of land, distance from the sea, changing wind pattern. Now let's move on to the topic rainfall. Rainfall is the total quantity of rain received at a place within a specified period of time. Sri Lanka receives rain in three ways, such as conventional rain, monsoon rain, cyclonic rain. Conventional rain. Sri Lanka is situated close to the equator, so the process of the conventional rain is subdued in certain periods due to the process of monsoons and cyclones. Monsoon rain. Monsoon rain is divided into two. The southwest monsoon rain from May to September and the northeast monsoon rain from December to February. The southwest monsoon rain. It forms when the winds with the water vapor reach the central hills and rise up. They bring heavy rains to the southwestern parts of the country. Northeast monsoon rain. It forms when water vapor carried by these monsoonal winds blow across a small water area of the Bay of Bengal. I would also like to talk about the topic cyclones. Cyclones mostly occur in months of November and December. In addition, more areas in the north and east receive rainfall from cyclones.
Good morning everyone, I am Nabiha. Did you know that Sri Lanka is being divided into 5 climatic zones? Listen carefully, I am going to speak on it. Low country wet zone, low country dry zone, hill country wet zone, hill country dry zone, semi-arid zones are the 5 climatic zones in Sri Lanka. Firstly, it's the low country wet zone. Southwestern flatlands of Sri Lanka belong to this zone. Average annual rainfall in this zone is 2000 mm. Average annual temperature is about 27 degrees Celsius. Southwest monsoon period is the main rainy season, which is from May to September. Secondly, it's the low country dry zone. North and east flatlands of Sri Lanka belong to this zone. Average annual rainfall is between 1250 mm to 2000 mm. Rain is received during the period of December to February from northeast monsoon rain. During some period, rain is impermanent. High evaporation prevails here. Thirdly is the hill country wet zone. The western part of this is formed when a line joining the cities of Matala, Kandy, Nuwara and Haputala of the Central Hills is drawn. Rain is received throughout the year. Average annual rainfall is about 3000 mm. Malibo, the Watavala Kenil Worth receives highest rainfall in Sri Lanka are located in this zone. Dry winds occur from the month of December to February. Fourthly, it's the hill country dry zone. Eastern part of the hill country belongs to this zone. Average annual rainfall is between 1750 mm to 2000 mm. More rain is received from northeast monsoon. Dry winds occur during a long period of the year. Semi-arid zone is the fifth one. This area is consisted of Mannar and the surrounding areas located in the northwestern part as well as in Hambantota area located in the southwestern part of Sri Lanka. The average annual rainfall is between 650 mm to 1250 mm. Rainfall is less and it is limited to 3 or 4 months. Convectional rains are in operation. Evaporation is high.
Sri Lanka has 7 main natural vegetation zones. 1. Tropical wet forests. 2. Dry mixed evergreen forests. 3. Intermediate evergreen forests. 4. Hill country wet zone forests. 5. Hill country dry zone forests. 6. Thorny bushes and scrublands, and final mangroves. The features of tropical wet forests are the height of the trees is between 30 to 40 meters. Plant growth is dense and it has a high biodiversity. The features of dry mixed evergreen forests are the height of the trees is between 20 to 30 meters and the trees do not grow densely and the forests are light green in color. The features of intermediate evergreen forests are the trees of dry zone and wet zone are mixed and the trees are between 10 meters to 25 meters in height. Hill country wet zone forests. The features of this vegetation are the height of the trees is from 8 meters to 10 meters and the trees grow as a canopy. Hill country dry zone forests. The features of this vegetation are isolated trees can be seen, leaves look small and folded, and trees do not grow properly here as there is a thin layer of soil. Thorny bushes and shrublands. Over here the features are the leaves are small, thick and thorny and the trees here are resistant to a long dry period. Mangroves. The features are presence of respiratory silt and crop roots and these plants have adapted to brackish water.
Human landscape. Under this, population and human activities are the factors affecting it. Population. It is the amount of density of people in a country. Our country has 20.2 million. We all know population is spread unevenly. But why? Because when population is high, it's because of location of administrative and commercial city and abundance of service facilities, and it's low because of less physical infrastructure facilities and unavailability of economic opportunities. This can be depicted in the following map, which shows that the red parts have high population and the blue has low. The table depicts the sex ratio in Sri Lanka. Composition of population. It can be expressed in 4 ways: gender, age, ethnicity and religion. Distribution by sex. It means the number of males for 100 females in the population. We can see female is greater than male, and the table depicts the sex ratio in Sri Lanka. Age structure. According to the age structure in Sri Lanka, the aging population has increased to a certain amount. It is expressed in the following table. Population structure according to the race. According to the races, ethnic structure is shown given below. It is seen that Sinhalese has the highest percentage and the Indian Tamils have the lowest percentage. Population structure according to the religion is given below in the pie chart. It says that Buddhist has the highest percentage and the Christianity religion has the highest percentage. Growth of population. It means the difference between the natural growth of population in a particular country and its net migration. This is depicted as an equation. An example of it is the statistics shown in the slide. It is seen that 1871 and 2012 has a big difference in the growth of population. Settlements. It is a place for people to settle and live in peace. Based on its features, it can be divided to three: rural, urban, and urban. Rural settlements. Its features are based on agriculture and fisheries, and economical activities are using its resources. And the examples are the villages located close to fishing villages. Urban settlements. The features are higher density of population, concentrated on limited land area, and centered on non-agricultural activities. Urban settlements. It has both rural and urban features, and the rural features disappear when the urban features emerge. Economic activities of Sri Lanka can be divided mainly into three sections. Number 1 is agricultural sector. There are various agricultural activities seen in Sri Lanka. Paddy cultivation, gardening, and chena cultivation are located in the dry zone, and paddy, rubber, tea, and coconut are in the wet zone. Tea is cultivated in mountainous areas, and fishing industry and livestock farming are in the coastal areas and areas of Ambevala, Pattipola, Polonnaruwa, and Hambantota. Industrial sector. Most of the industries in Sri Lanka are located in the western province. Among such, main industries are tires, textiles, plastic, confectionery, and handicrafts. The government has also established free industrial trade zones and trade zones. Service sector. It is an important movement for the improvement of standards of people in a country. It includes various services like education, health, transportation, and etc. Contribution of the service sector is increasing, and service facilities are mostly expanded in urban areas. Special attention has been focused to develop the infrastructure facilities to promote the living standard facilities. Among them, building roads, providing electricity, and water are major. A prominent place has been given to the road development. This field is developing between 5% to 6% annually. Road system has spread in every region so that there are facilities for anyone to reach any place. Governments have made steps to make it better by widening roads, building roads, etc. Water. It is a rich water source in Sri Lanka. It has been provided with wells, ponds, tap water, and groundwater. Water is used for different simple purposes like cooking, drinking, and sanitary needs. Economic affairs and living needs of people also depend on water. Electricity. All the regions in Sri Lanka have been provided with electricity. Electricity is generated from the electricity project constructed with the rivers of Mahaweli, Kalu, Kelani, and Walave. Hydroelectricity and thermal power are major, but regenerative sources like solar power are increasing. Now I'll hand it over to Azka.
Hello everyone, I am Azka and my subject for today is Influence of Physical Landscape of Sri Lanka on Human Activities. Physical landscape of Sri Lanka influences human activities effectively. Let us see how the coastal plain, the wet zone, the dry zone, hill country landscape and the Jaffna Peninsula affects the human landscape. Fishing industry, coir industry, excavating limestone and the tourist industry are prominent human activities that have emerged using the physical environment. The wet zone. In the wet zone, there is a suitable physical environment for various human activities. Various types of cultivation, distribution of high population, and a developed road system can be seen here. Moving on to the dry zone. Did you know an outstanding feature in this area is the tank system? Paddy cultivation, Chena cultivation, villages established in association with tanks, ancient cities and various types of cultivation can be seen in the dry hill country landscape. A specific relief and climate condition exist in the hill country landscape. Tea cultivation is a prominent feature in hill country landscape. There is a specific landscape in the Jaffna Peninsula in the northern part of Sri Lanka. In this zone, limestone is in abundance and the climate is arid. The people who live here have developed agriculture using the groundwater and the red soil. We spoke about the influence of physical landscape on human activities, but what about influence of human activities on the physical landscape of Sri Lanka? With the increase of population, the use of resources to increase. Then the effect of physical environment also increases. Landslide occurs, the rivers are dumped with garbage, smoke is released from factories, habitats of the wild animals are lost.
Thank you for watching, and a big shout out to all my members who helped in doing this presentation.